by your hips if you're able to pull their arm off. So I almost always set up my triangle. Let's turn this whenever I was fighting MMA, I always set that this way. But you can tell a marked difference in my career because when I couldn't wrestle, all my wins were by triangle because I was always on my back. And then once I could wrestle, all my wins were by rear naked choke. So it's funny, but I was on my back a lot in the beginning of my career because I didn't have to wrestle. So same idea. I'm going to try to get his arms to the outside and bring him in. But let's say this time his arms, I get in one of these situations where I pull him in like this. Okay. So his arm's not up on this side where we did one move, and it's not on this side where we did one move. We did the head and arm triangle when it was over here. We did the grapevine when it was over here. Now it's down here. It's a different quadrant. Okay. So now that I have him here, all I'm going to do, okay, you can do this one of two ways. I used to always do it with an overhook. I'd reach over the arm and I kind of grab my own shorts. You couldn't grab their material, but I could grab my own. In MMA, in jiu-jitsu, you can grab all over there. So this is good here, going around the arm. But over time, I started grabbing across the back, okay, and just grabbing a hold of them, but trying to keep this arm locked in. Okay, now I know the guy's going to try to come up. He's going to try to bring his posture back up. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to follow this down. When he tries to come up, I'm going to come down to his wrist. And I'm just going to stuff it inside. Boom. And I'm going to climb. Okay. Now we're in the same position. But look, the thing about this is that his arm is not on the right side. Okay. But don't worry about that. We're not going to focus on this. I don't want you guys to get all caught up in when I say, hey, here's 10 different submissions you can do. I don't want you to think about it, but just understand if the arm is on this side of the body, there's nothing wrong with that because I have tons of submissions. I'm just going to pop a few of them off really quickly, but then we're going to go back and just focus on the triangle. Number one, anytime the arm is on this side, a lot of times people think, oh, if Kyle can't get my arm across the body and I hide it under my body, they think that all of a sudden they're safe. Well, they're not at all. There's so many things that you do. Number one, I would go to the teepee choke. So I grab, I try to squeeze. That's very powerful. Then I would start to tilt him. And I go out here, and now we got some more. And then we've got a wrist lock. And then we've got arm wrench. Okay, and then we've got another wrist lock. And then we pull it across, and now we have the triangle. And then we have the wrist lock. And then we have the arm bar. Boom. Okay, so as you can see, there's a whole spectrum of things. Whole spectrum of attacks from here. So that's why I like this position so much in fighting MMA. Is because once I get the arm on that side and I throw my leg over, if he gets out, I did something way, way wrong. Because I've got a lot of options. But let's just go back to the triangle. Okay? The reason why I know you might be thinking, well, why would I set the triangle this way when the arm's on the wrong side and I want it on that side? Well, number one, I just showed you. I had like 6 or 7 options on the way to the triangle that I can try. But also, this is just an easier setup. It isn't always easy to get this arm in. So from this position, where I'm like fighting, or maybe he's even hit me, and I pull him in with my legs and I hug him. Look, in the same position. I just angle out, I let him posture up just a little bit, and then I find his wrist. Oh, there it is. Fine. Oh, there we go. So now, this arm has served its purpose. I don't want to keep it there. I take this arm out, now watch underneath my hips. I'm going to bite my heels down. He's going to stay structurally strong for me. He's not going to like fall over. I'm going to lift my hips, pull his arm to the other side. Now she look familiar. Okay? So there we go. He's trying to hit me. I pull him into my legs. Hot lava. Got him. Wrap up that arm. Angle out a little bit. And then let him up a little. And then follow his arm down until I find his wrist. Shove it to the belly button. Throw my leg over. Once my feet are crossed, look how they're crossed here. His arm's not on the correct side, so I need to let go. Lift my hips, pop it over, catch my foot, angle. So quiet in here. Is that okay? Make sense? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3.